Hey everyone, today I have another quick introducing video. Today I will be introducing This Is Not a Game of Who the Fuck Are You, or for the purpose of this video, TINAGOWTFAY. TINAGOWTFAY are an experimental-progressive metalcore band from Sweden, Stockholm, often adding elements of several other genres in a similar fashion to Between the Buried and Me. However, they write songs that are much more to the point, shorter, and a lot of the times more frantic and chaotic. The band formed in 2008 and they played a few shows around Stockholm and gathered a small amount of attention. I actually first heard of them around this sort of time through David, their drummer, who's also known as Joey Jr. 15, which is the name of his YouTube channel. I'm sure many of you have heard of him. He does a lot of drum covers, mostly of Slipknot and stuff like that. But at the time, the band had only put out one demo, and that was called Harridan. I listened to this, and straight off the bat, I really liked it. It was a very melodic piece of metalcore with a lot of mathcore influence. It was very technical, but the thing that stood out above all else was a really great focus on detail in the guitar work. Often the guitars would just sort of bounce between speakers very tastefully. Also, it was surprisingly well written for such a young band. Over the next 2 years, they played more and more shows and they dropped 4 more demos. Mugati, or I think Samuel pronounced it Murta when I saw them live, One Last Dance, Take to Your Guns, and I Wanted SpaghettiOs, but I got spaghetti, the press should know about this. I think that's the name of it anyway, I might be remembering that wrong, but whatever. On the album it's simply called I Want the Press to Know This. These demos were also really great and incredibly varied, throwing dance, grindcore, metalcore, electronic, jazz and progressive elements and influences in there. It was a really nice take on metalcore and was a surprisingly fresh and unique sound. If I had to compare it to one band, it would probably be War from a Harlot's Mouth. In 2010, the band recorded and released their debut album 10-10-10, which was indeed released on the 10th of October in 2010. The album included the previous demos plus 8 more tracks, all of which carried similar influences but just sort of broadened the playing field really. The quality of the songwriting on these songs was noticeably better, and the 5 demos were slightly tweaked and altered. They sounded a lot better. The only negative to the changes that I'm just going to throw out there, because I can, is the fact they replaced the electronic bridge in Murta with a clean guitar. And I was kind of sad about it, but oh well. Honestly, this is one of those albums where I really could recommend some tracks for you to listen, but honestly, I love most of it equally, and I wouldn't want you to just hear a few tracks from it. You should really listen to the whole thing as a piece. Everything from the super tight melodies, off-kilter disorientating blasts of aggression, fantastic solos, visceral and passionate vocals, make the hairs on the back of my neck stand up. Also, I feel like everything brings something new to the table. For example, the breathtaking 10-minute long post-metal closer, the indie rock influenced bridge in the middle of the greatest psycho of them all, and even the rap verse at the end of Take to Your Guns. Even if it's not the greatest rap verse of all time, I still feel like it brings something new to the table. So ultimately, like I said, this record was just a really great metalcore record packed with riffs and influences. And it's actually in my top 50 records of all time. I love this thing. I actually have this album on CD, so here's the physical copy. You can't really see the artwork all that well because it's kind of dark, or at least the lights aren't at the right angle anyway. But the artwork on this thing was great. It came with a really nice booklet with tons of art and all the lyrics crammed on one page. There's all the lyrics, if you can see. And like I said, there's just a ton of really nice, kind of bizarre artwork that I really enjoyed. Also, the disc looks pretty funky too. Back in February of this year, the band came over to the UK to play a tour, which I actually helped organise. I got the London date for them at the Fiddler's Elbow, and obviously I therefore got to go see them live. And I just want to say, they put on one hell of an energetic, tight and furious 30-minute set, playing most of 10-10-10 and including a cover of the Black Dahlia's Murder, What a Horrible Night to Have a Curse. And I must say, they freaking nailed this track. So in summary, since 2008, they have been slowly growing as a band and really slowly gathering supporters. Ultimately, they're a great band. If you enjoy metalcore, but wish someone would sort of do something a little bit different with it, you know, tweak it a bit, these are definitely your guys. You should definitely check them out. They are working towards a new album for this year, and also wish to tour bits of the US next year. As per usual with these videos, I'll leave a couple of links in the description box, and guys, seriously, check these guys out. They're great. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe. Let me know what you think of these guys as well, and I'll catch you guys and gals later.